Hello and welcome back to Japan. We are going to change our culture this time. What we're going to change our culture into, I don't know, but we're going to change our culture. We're going to diverge it. So, let's diverge culture. Okay, so, first of all, need a name. I think Izumo is okay. I mean, that is the name of our holding. However, Yamato is the name of the house that's the Emperor's got, so maybe we should change ours to Miyako, right? I think that could work. So let's go with the... Actually, that's going to be really annoying. No, we're going back to Izumo. The reason I was thinking, yeah, that makes sense thematically, but it would be really, really annoying because you'll get it using our house name for things or dynasty name for things, and then it will also name things after your culture after that. So actually, we're going to go with this. We're going to get rid of this part. So collective noun for people of our culture will be Izumo. So that'd be like, if we declare what would be the Izumo, the Izumo people, prefix would be Izumo something. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. Next, we have to change something. We could change our ethos. Currently, we're in ceremonious, which is pretty bad for us, all things considered, because, one, minority vassals are going to be the primary vassal type that we get, because, well, if we end up with vassals, because they'll probably be Yamato culture. So I think they'll more likely go into minority, right? Because that's if the culture or faith isn't right? Yeah. That's fair. Court grandeur doesn't matter because we don't have a court. Title creation doesn't matter. 10% monthly prestige is so little, it's really just doesn't matter. And then house opinion is like whatever. So I think all of this is bad. We could switch to bellicose. That's a very obvious switch for us here. I mean, you still get the minority vassal opinion negative, but it means that your men-at-arms maintenance and costs are down, which is good because we're going to want to get men-at-arms, and mercenary companies being available is also good because we're going to want to hire them potentially if we go to war. Okay, so this is, and also the prowess is nice as well. Stoic. I like the lowered friendly fatal casualties, but I'm not that bothered about it overall. Bureaucracy. Monthly lifestyle experience is kind of fine. I'm not worried about that. I don't think this is the one for us. Spiritual. Yeah, I don't think that's for us. I mean, I do like the faith reformation cost down 20%, actually. Now that I think about it, that's pretty good, because if we go down the learning one and get another 50% off of it, it can make our faith change really cheap when we do that. Okay. Egalitarian. Cultural acceptance gain goes up, but it's going to be 100% with the only culture we care about, which is Yamato. And then communal. Yeah, I don't think that matters at all because the same mercenary hire, same culture mercenary hire cost won't apply to us. So I guess in between bellicose and spiritual, maybe. This one would be good for us going to war. This one is going to be good for us, like converting to that new faith that we want to do eventually. None of these are particularly good for us. They're all kind of like, they're okay. Like this one I think is generally the best. Like I like the development growth, I like the monthly lifestyle experience. I just don't know if that's the path we want to go here. Also, it appears that for all of them, minority vassal opinion is in, apart from egalitarian, so we shouldn't worry about that too much. This is only 2 prowess for people who be of our culture, right? So that's not going to be that many people. So actually, I don't think this matters for us. So I think spiritual wins by default. I mean, bureaucratic is really good. The development growth is really nice. Cultural fascination progress is also really good, actually. But 20% off is huge because you could be talking 2,000 piety for that. I'm umming and on. I think I'm going to go with this. I think I've talked myself into bureaucratic. Okay. Language is going to be the same language, going to have the same heritage. Martial custom we cannot change because we would need to change the law and we cannot change that. Traditions. Right, here's where we should consider making a change. Now, here's the way I'm going to do this. We have 500 cost to start with, so let's just say that because everything's in 1,000 cost, basically, or in cost of thousands or 1,500, effectively we have 5,000 prestige to spend, right? So, we need to decide how many of these we're keeping, if we're keeping them, and then we can split the amount of prestige that we want to spend between the remaining ones. So let's start with Fragile Peace. Can recruit Mounted Samurai. Okay, martial education trait also grants prowess. Non-martial, gender, unmarried, close family and spouses of non-administrative rulers may serve as bushi in defensive wars. Stalwart leader, single combat available against any non-administrative character, martial, gender of equal or rank. I think we want this one. I think I'd like to get these men at arms, so that's fine. Warrior monks, we already have them. But members of the clergy can serve as commanders or bushi is good. Monasteries line of buildings provides additional prowess and martial sounds good. Prowess per level of devotion is good, so I think this is all good for us. Ephemeral Grace. Makes the poet trait better and gives you court gardener. Again, I kind of like it. So we'll leave that for now. Inward Perfection. Characters are less willing to marry with other cultures. We might need to get rid of that. Characters are less willing to marry with distant realms. Very unlikely to arrange a marriage outside their own culture. Creating a hybrid culture requires 100% more cultural acceptance. It's also much harder to hybridize with this culture. May always challenge other characters to board games. Innovation, progress, chance from spread down. Yeah, we need to get rid of this, I think. Although the progress from fascination is good. Diplomatic range is interesting as well. If we get rid of this, what's the effect? What effect's going to happen? So we're going to be more willing to marry with Yamato, but Yamato's still not going to be willing to marry with us. I guess I didn't think about that with switching culture. That's going to be kind of annoying. Anyway, I think this is mostly fine. We could get rid of it though if we wanted to. Yashima. Gain prestige when completing buildings and holdings with either mountains or forest terrain. Development growth in hills and mountains is up. Building costs are down. We could think about that one. Then Dynastic Pragmatism. Characters with the Adulterer and Fornicator traits are always fully accepted. Noble family househeads may use the adopt into house interaction. Characters of this culture can adopt without spending any prestige or renown. Characters of this culture can adopt unrelated orphan children and do not lose opinion. Guardians of this culture are more effective. Rulers, if allowed by gender law, can have up to 4 spouses. Well, we like the extra spouses option. And then the house relations thing. So I think we have to keep this, even though we don't necessarily need all of it, because I think that this one provides some of the structure for our playthrough. Yashima, I think, is okay. We could get rid of Inward Perfection. Maybe we get rid of Inward Perfection. So I've got 5,000 to spend on a singular upgrade then. Okay. You must have feudal or clan to switch to castle keepers. Okay. Let's have a look in here. So, what have we got? Agrarian? No. Brewing culture? Probably not. Astute diplomats? No. Collective lands? I can't afford. Culture blending? I can't afford. Full inheritance. And we could do that, but we still won't be allowed to change the law, so it doesn't actually matter. Family business? Base progress and skill impact for council tasks increased by 10% for close family members. Oh, okay. Forest folk would give us some benefits. We do have some forest, but it's not a huge amount. We don't have a huge amount of anything, really, because we only have one holding. So what's the negative here? I don't know why that's got this. It might be because we already have court gardeners. Hill dwellers. mean, yeah, we could continue getting these bonuses in hills. That's fine. I don't know if any of these are really what I'm looking for. City holdings give more taxes, development, and levies. City holdings significantly lower control gain. Parochial vassals are more common. The city main buildings can be built one era earlier. It's not bad. We do have a city. But I guess if we had 2 cities, it'd feel more like I want to do that. Ruling caste? No. Staunch traditionalists? Don't think so. Wetlanders? No. So I don't think we need any of this. What's regional? Xenophilic. Ah, so we get, yeah, we get better relations with China. Okay. Warfare? Gain gold from battles. It's always potentially good. Highland warriors. Better in hills. A lot of these cost us a little too much. Reverence for veterans. Guardians can transfer commander traits to their wards. We already can, I think. We already did that. Don't know which one allowed us to do that. I'm sure we already did that. Did we not? Do we have a ward currently? No. Okay, anyway. Swords for hire. Wanderers gain extra combat skills over time. Knights in mercenary courts rapidly gain prowess. Unlocks the offer military assistance interaction. I don't think we need any of this either. It might be that I don't change anything. That would be the other option, is we change nothing. Although I feel like we have to change inward perfection if we want our people to actually marry anyone else. Eye for an eye. Vengeful is more common. Industrious. Development growth when a building's constructed, but we've already built all of our buildings. Continuing down here. Nudists. Philosopher culture. Practice pirates. Could raid overseas. I don't know if we need to raid. I don't know if we need to do that. We could get this one, so our prolific hunters. Maybe. Ritualized friendship. No, I don't think any of these are right. And then ritual? Yeah, I'm starting to think that actually I'm quite happy just switching our culture and leaving everything. Even though that means that we have inward perfection. I think I might just do it. My close family will convert, but no one else will. And then we need to choose a color for it. So what color is... So Yamato is that. Let's choose something that's very different than that. We could go with blue, like the blue that we've got here. That'd be something that's a little bit like... just a little bit more blue, but then a little bit lighter. So... I think it's a little bit like that, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Trying and match that. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's close enough, because it won't look the same anyway when we see it on the map. Let's do that. Done. I'm not going to change any traditions. Yeah, we're just going to change to bureaucratic. That's our main difference. Okay. And that we're in charge, obviously. Diverge culture. The Azumo divergence. Small changes in dialects, slightly different customs. It was easy to miss at first. Over time, small changes led to large ones, however, and now the Yamato living in Azumo have begun to identify themselves as Azumo instead. The Azumo seem to be developing a growing appetite for verbose laws, long chronicles, and labyrinthine charters, taking comfort in a society run by ever-expanding formal practices. With the Azumo people now looking to me for guidance, it's time to set the stage for a shared future. So we now have... Oh wow, some things over here converted to Azumo as well. Oh, interesting. So land that we didn't hold converted to the Azumo. That's actually a negative. That's what's wild. That's a negative for us. Because that's lowering our development. I guess they probably do that to stop me doing exactly what I did here. But interesting. Also, it's a positive in that we now have more people who we can marry into, which is definitely good. We're currently the cultural head, although, again, having other people of our culture does cause problems. Let me just check. Who is our culture right now? 33 characters by rank. We're the highest. Okay, so it only converted the land. It didn't convert the people, which is... I mean, they might convert, but... Okay. Let's grab manneralism. We're getting 40 years currently. Okay. Yeah, our average development's only ever so slightly better than Yamato right now, because it's including all these low development holdings over here. Okay. And I didn't spend very much prestige, so we could, in theory, take this as our opportunity to switch into strength and start leveling it. Yeah, let's do that. Do that as well. So we're going to go for House Funya. We're going to join your block. I'm going to join this house block. And he's going to say yes, because he wants us in the block. I may not rejoin Sugawara for 5 years. Worsens us with Sugawara down to cordial and moves us up to cordial with Funya. Let's go. Right. Changing course, create a divergent culture. That's the first time I've got that achievement. That's so funny. Yeah. I guess I always merge it. I never diverge it. So, yeah. Okay. Interesting. I expect Aramoto would be keenly interested in the information I've acquired indicating that Tokimune was the murderer of his brother, Yoshiari. Okay, so my half-brother would be interested that my cousin killed my half-brother. Perhaps he would be, even be interested enough to offer me something substantial in exchange. No, I'm going to hoard my secret, because I don't want the secret to get out. My friend Tsukimochi died. Okay. Relations were damaged because we left the block. And then the relations were raised because we joined this new block. Okay. I'm going to wait. Oh, also, what does the new block give us? I should actually check that as well. It gives us an extra men-at-arms regiment. Ooh, nice. That's cool. So, can I actually... No, it doesn't give me that right now. Oh, is that only for the leader of the block? I think I read the leader of the block section. No, member. Should get an extra one of these. Okay. Cool. Anyway. Just wait a second or two. Kind of hoping that they'd invite us to switch our thing. Nope. They're not going to invite us to switch our aspiration. Okay, we will do it ourselves then. We switch to strength, which now means that we can establish the Soryo fief if we want to. I can't upgrade this for another 5 years. Okay, do I want to wait till it's fully upgraded? Maybe. Do I have access to the extra men-at-arms? No. Ritsuro lowers it, so actually I would go immediately... Well, wait a second, your Kokushi, Izumo, so that gives us 1, but why are we not getting the bonus here? Member of block member house, should it get an extra men-at-arms? Yeah. So why am I not getting that? That doesn't make sense. Anyway. Now that we've done this as well, I can go into here and we can build ourselves the armory, I believe. Yeah, we can now build a private armory, which gives us martial per level of fame. Nice, and it'll only take 9 days to build. Cool. Okay. So it hadn't registered that we switched yet? It hadn't registered that we switched yet. Okay, so now we can get an extra men-at-arms. Do we have any benefits for any particular type of men-at-arms in here? We get bonuses for skirmishers and archers. We get a lot of bonuses for skirmishers. So we should take skirmishers then. Okay. Let's get another one. Because I know that these are culture one. But I think skirmishers makes more sense. In which case it's just light footmen. So let's buy them. Let's buy up to max. And then let's station that in here. Okay. That gives us more of an army again. And I can now upgrade our private armory again. Cool. And I can upgrade one of these. I can increase my spearman damage if I wanted to here. It means spearmen also cost less. Househead can ask for men-at-arms for the Make Househead request interaction. Okay. Oh, this gives you an extra men-at-arms thing? Oh, let's do it. I can upgrade it again. Increase my number of knights by 1. Cool. Betrothal was fulfilled. So that's now this upgraded. So now I have another men-at-arms one available to us. Let me just have a look. So where would we be? Oh no, that's where I wanted you to go. So be in here. Do I have any bonuses for men-at-arms here? No. So you're in there. Light footmen are not stationed there. Well, wait a second. Spearmen should be here. Wait, that says warrior monks. Wait. I think I was looking at the wrong one. Ah, that would be my answer. Okay, so nothing stationed here. And even if I wanted to station them, you get no benefits for anything staying stationed here. So our last men-at-arms thing could be anything. It should probably be the mounted samurai. Then. That would make sense to me. Or siege crossbows. One or the other. Actually, siege crossbows are probably more beneficial immediately. So let's do that when we can. Also, we can now create an accolade because I now have 1 bushi. Because my marshal's now high enough. Okay. Could be my son of wolves. I think it should be, right? First among advisors? No. No, obviously it's the son of wolves. Sorry. Son of wolves. Okay. So Huntsman is fine. Huntsman allows you to get you and your primary heir the Hunter trait, which is okay. Marauder. I don't think we need it. It's like prestige stuff, which doesn't make sense. Like, it's not worth it for me. Stalwart, travel safety, and scoundrel as mercenary higher cost. So I think we're probably going to go with scoundrel here. We'll do huntsman scoundrel, and you're going to be called son of wolves. Yes. Okay, create accolade. Wonderful. Now, one thing I did previously is when I had a huntsman, is I made them my my master of the hunt as well, so that we're getting even more benefits from it. But I don't think we need to do that right now, but we should consider it in the future. Cool. Right. So that's good. We become very, very martial very, very quickly. Which is good. You need a worthy successor. Do I have one? I do, but you can't be a knight. Okay, you can't be a bushi, which is the problem here. Yeah, okay, because I only have one, so successors are the only eligible successors are knights or bushi, which means that if he is currently a knight or a bushi, then the successor, yeah, there can't be any successors because there's only one person who's eligible to be any position. And if I was to force one of these guys to be a bushi, it would immediately knock this guy out from being son of wolves and then would put them in there. So, yeah. Okay, that's fine. It says I can declare wars. Against you, enforce administration integration. Could do if I wanted to. And also declare war over here as well. Ah, to take all of Korea. No, I don't think I need to. That's fine. Right. Oh, we should be converting people into being witches. Where am I? My dynasty, age, because we're very close. Convert to witchcraft. There you go. By very close, I mean we are at 53.84%. Cool. Let's go. Domestic disputes. Lady Halfrither bursts into my room, fuming like a pot to boil. The heat coming off her is slightly intimidating. This is unacceptable, the way she... Noriko is such a doxy. Can you do something? It's clear something has gone down. I need to tread carefully. And say she's only ever said nice things about you. Did say something behind your back. Calm down, go and talk to her. I don't care, solve it. Was this due to my diplomacy? Yeah, let's just say calm down, go talk to her. Okay. And that fixed that issue for them. Okay, we can go on a hunt. Could do. I still want to buy up some things, so... Yeah, we are spending money to do this, but let's go on a hunt anyway. It says that we have a lot of negative here, so maybe we go to Nita just for this hunt. Oh no, because if I travel then I can't do my witchcraft thing, so no, we have to hold it in our capital here. Okay. Costs quite a lot. Yeah, it does cost quite a lot. But I think it's because we've lost the tribal era negative. That's the main reason it's costing quite as much. Start hunt. Let's go. Okay. Oh, they've been frozen because they're traveling? Are you traveling to my hunt? That's annoying. Okay, anyway. Got an intrigue perk. Nice. Let's grab ourselves Truth is Relative. We can now start scheming for hooks. So, the one we want to scheme for a hook on is you. The reason why we want to grab a hook on this guy is because if we get a hook on him, then we can get permission to switch over to Sorio, which would be very good. Let's do a balanced one here. Let's see who's willing to join. So you're willing to join. That's good. What are we starting at? Negative 52. That's pretty bad. Let's go for speed first. Bribe. That and that. There we go. Get you in here as well. Just going for as much speed as I can. Lookout will be you. Then Thief can be you. Wonderful. And we'll do auto invite so it auto fills in people after this now. We're 52%. You can support us. Just going to reduce the time per phase. Although it's gone up to 7 months. Was this not at like 4 months previously? Why did it go up by so much? I don't know. Anyway. I don't have anything else that can increase our percentage chance, I think. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that definitely said 4 months. How much does it say now? It still says 7 months. I think we just have to hope we get bonuses. Although we're starting at negative 36% now, which is a little bit better. So that's good. Oh, with two advantage. So that might be what happened here. It might be that we ended up with the 2 advantage, and then it calculated and it was like, okay, you can do that, but actually that counted as your first phase or whatever. I don't know. I don't know entirely why it gives you the extra advantage, but yeah, that makes sense then. It's just recalculated some things, and that's why the number changed. I'm gonna go for a stag. Okay. New governance issue. Okay. Red Crowned Crane. While resting at camp, my master of the hunt runs to tell me a stag was spotted to the east. As we rush to where the stag was last seen, we spot something altogether more magnificent, a flock of red-crowned cranes. The symbols of longevity and immortality force me to reflect. We can get a bout of inspiration, see how immortal they really are, or we can get some success chance. Let's grab the success chance. We're still so... Oh, recent hunts are negative 420. I should have saw that first. Alright, I'm not going to take a perilous option for getting rid of it then. There's some foragers in our forest. The wood truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the stag flees in panic from the foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. Surely there must be better things to do in Izumo today than picking roots and mushrooms. We can hunt peasants. Rather not. Drive them out of the hunting grounds, or give them a generous donation. I don't really have enough for generous donation, but I also don't really want to hunt them. So I guess I will do this and just deny them the forest. Okay. We didn't manage to get it. That's fine. The event, this is all done now. And we get some experience in some things. Okay, fair enough. Right. And we shouldn't hold a hunt until that thing goes away. That negative. Right. Are you a witch? She is a witch. Wonderful. And now we can found our witch's coven. Wonderful. Our proud house is united by blood, but the truth divides us. I long for the day where we no longer live in fear, but completely open with each other. Our sons and daughters will be raised to embrace their powers and the will of Tokuyo no Kami. May we serve him well. Okay. All children of the Miyako Coven who are educated by a witch become a witch. All witches of the Miyako Coven are more successful in converting others to witchcraft. We can host a grand rite activity, and we gain Witch Coven, which is fertility, disease resistance, hostile scheme phase length is now faster, and enemy hostile scheme phase length is slower. Wonderful. So the main thing that's done is it's given us another buff. Fantastic. Okay. And now we don't need to care about witchcraft at all. Like, yeah, sure, members of our family would be more likely to be witches, but we got the main benefit from it anyway, which is this. Right. Well, I guess, and the fact that we can hold this grand rite if we want to. We probably should at some point, but anyway. Overdue taxes. My clerks insist that a village in Nita is significantly behind with their taxes. It would be serious neglect of my duties to ignore the matter. The ledgers make it clear taxes are missing. Shipments were never sent. At the moment, the cause of these omissions is unknown. This may be one for officials, or one for soldiers. Launch an investigation. Let's go. My entourage struggles along an ill-maintained country path amidst scattered lotuses and the occasional goat. My destination, the tax-owing village, really is quite rustic and quite unremarkable, despite being not a day's journey from Nita proper. A few of the locals, dressed in their distinctive traditional garb, have gathered at the village centre. I am welcomed peaceably, though without warmth. Must consider how to approach my investigation. Go for inquisitive method. Okay, speaking of the villagers proved unexpectedly fruitful. Okay, we had this last time we did it. We increased development by 1. That's pretty big. What's our current development at? As in development growth. It's at 98, so actually it's 1 month's worth of development. So, because I think it resets the growth back to 0. So it's 45 gold and 90 influence. This is just worse. This is fine. It's reasonably good. Or tax relief. So that probably pays out more development over time. Because this is, again, only going to give us, like, 1 month's worth. This is bad. This is just strictly worse than that. Extra holding taxes is nice. This comes with no negative. The station men-at-arms damage is nice. I think I'm just going to do this, even though I know it's like a little suboptimal. I'm still going to do it. You keep the development growth. Never mind. It's fantastic. It's incredible. We actually just went up 2 development. Well, we would already have gone up 1, but what I'm meaning is we're now like very, very high in development. Because now we're at 20 development, which is great. We're starting to become a very like large glowing block on the development map. So how are we looking now on this? It's still 38 years. Still the average development is low because it converted all of these ones, which is, yeah, still a little annoying, but that's okay. In the bud. There's now a new powerful family. I think you're a spin-off of the Minamoto one. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Our political scheme is continuing. Son of Wolves. Yeah, we still can't do anything with that. Still earning money. You know what we should do with our money? We should start building up the siege crossbows. And I guess you can station in the last remaining one just so it stops telling me that you're unstationed, but you're getting no benefit from it. Okay. Alliance is gone. That's fine. Agent was removed from scheme. New agents in the scheme. Is it still looking okay? It's looking very good, actually. You're no longer my court brewmaster. Why? Oh, because you left my court? For some reason? Oh, alright, well, whatever. I don't need a court brewmaster necessarily anymore, but It's a little annoying. What? That went from 75 to 35. He must be changing things on his end. There must be something that's causing that to go up and down. It must be whatever he has his spy master set to. That was probably it. That's probably what it was the first time as well. Anyway, minorly annoying because I was like, we're about to fire this, and then we can't. And we just gotta keep waiting. Am I invited to a festival? I think I'm okay. I think we can skip it. Blackmail. You know that I can sort with demons. Alright, expose my witch secret. I'm a witch. Alright. Sure. However, it's only shunned. Shunned isn't a crime. Wait, is shunned a crime? Might be. Okay, well, it's not good. It's fine though. Be invited to a hunt. Do I want to go? Yeah, I guess I could go to a hunt. It's fine. Right. Wait, now it's down to 8%. It just keeps going down. Circumspect. It's because he's traveling? It's because he's traveling to something. He's traveling to the same hunt that I am. But while he's traveling, he gets minus 50%. I see. Yeah, okay. That doesn't seem like that should apply to schemes that are already ongoing. We're going to go for a swan this time, apparently. Also, I think it's falconry again, which is not good. There are some wildflowers. We're going to ignore them and get some hunter trait experience. Okay. Gift giver. My bird has given me 50 gold. I lost some stress. And now we're going to try and get it. We did not get it. But we did gain... We gained the trait hunter. I already had the trait hunter. Yeah, I quite clearly already have it. And I gained some falconer experience. Alright, cool. Trailside bond. My daughter is getting along well with my son. That's cool. Okay, it's acceptable. Right. Assuming that this will go back up once he... Ooh, you're now known as the Handsome. My father, have you heard what they call you? My son Kunimoto says to me while smiling coldly. They call you Kokushi Kunosuke the Handsome. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasant and noble alike. Wonderful. Yes, okay, so that doesn't count against you permanently, only when he's traveling. Okay, well we're almost there then. I'm just wanting to hold on until it's, you know, ready to go. Betrothal went through. Grand tournaments just started. Not gonna go. Oh my! I'm gonna go to the grand tournament. I'm not gonna arrive in time anymore. I wasn't gonna go because I didn't want to have the scheme stuff, and now we have to wait for the grand tournament anyway because he went to the grand tournament. Okay, well, new intrigue perk. Let's see. Let's go for... Alright, this one. It's going to make hostile schemes easier once we get there. Okay. Waiting for him to come back from this thing. Which I'm sure he will do at any moment now. At which point we'll be at like 100%. Not that you can get there. Ibusu's Deer. The Shrine of Ibusu, or Ibisu, receives plenty of visitors from all facets of life. Today that is no exception, with a marvelous stag enjoying the peace. However, this animal has taken an interest in me, staring at me down without blinking. Some have said that animals act as mediums. Perhaps this deer is simply Ibisu bringing me a message. See, wishes for my reflection. Sign of good fortune to come. Would look marvelous in my hall. Say a sign of good fortune. Oh, we can also now upgrade this one more. Can I upgrade this yet? Still 21 months. Okay. That went to 91 for the smallest amount of time. Been invited to a feast. Oh, I wonder where he went. Okay. Yoshimasa has come of age. He's a brilliant strategist and reckless. That's really... It's not bad. Okay. Betrothed can marry. Send it through. Okay. Oh yeah, somebody asked what the succession law was like for Soryo. I don't know. Let's have a look. Governments. There we go. You are Soryo. Succession law is Confederate partition. There you go. So no free primogeniture over here. Yes, none of that. Okay. When he gets back, we'll be able to fire this scheme. Just need him to actually get back. Where is he currently? I'm assuming we're still waiting on him. Yeah, he's still circumspect, so he must be somewhere. Well, it doesn't say that he's somewhere. But anyway. Izumo's lament. Need those resources for the troops. If one small village in Izumo has to starve, the heated argument between my councillors follows me out of the room, and Sadanari, the representative from Izumo, greets me with tired eyes as I approach. Encourage improvements, or what is one village in the grand scheme of things? Okay, no, that's fine. Do that. 95, let's fire it. Execute scheme, we're just going to seize the moment. What do you mean failed? What do you mean failed at 95%? Okay, well, I guess with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.